Coming up in court today.
Okay, the day that I went to Miss Lumpkin's establishment to take a test, I came up positive for her, but I came up negative from another.
Well, ma'am, I mean, he does have...
In the court system, justice is not always just. That's why they bring their disputes here. Real people, real problems, real justice. Justice is eye for an eye.
The plaintiff is suing the defendant's company, claiming the drug tests they performed on him were inaccurate. The defendant claims that her company's drug testing system provides accurate results.
I'm the plaintiff. This company is giving me false positives on my drug test, trying to ruin my life. I'm here to prove them wrong.
I'm the defendant, and I'm here to make sure the plaintiff, who's failed 6 out of 11 drug tests from my company, gets help. Nobody wants to admit that they have a drug problem.
All rise!
Thanks. Jonathan Hornby, you're suing Stafford Security in the Workplace Company. You're Marjorie Lumpkin, the director, correct?
Yes.
All right, and you're representing the company, correct?
I am,
and
yes.
You're suing for an undisclosed amount of money because you said that they did inaccurate drug tests on you, which resulted in you to lose your job and is threatening your visiting rights with your minor daughter, correct?
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
Okay, tell me about your case.
Your Honor, this case mainly is about, a woman who wasn't able to get something that she wanted, so she tried to tear my life apart.
Okay, who's the woman?
The woman is Miss Lumpkin.
Sir, I'm not here with anything personal against him. I'm simply representing my
The woman
company.
is
What
Miss
does she have a
Lumpkin.
personal
I'm
against you?
representing my company.
Okay, you're saying
I don't
that
think it matters male or female.
You're saying that they, the drug results that they performed on you are inaccurate?
Yes,
Okay,
yes,
how
sir,
many
Your
did
Honor.
they do?
They did 11 drug tests on me, Your Honor.
And how many tested positive?
6 of them tested positive.
And you're saying all 6 of them are wrong?
But 5 were negative. Okay,
is that your evidence?
Yes, sir.
Okay, hand that to Big Sugar Ray.
Sir, if I might add, they were negative. They had very low creatinine levels.
Okay, first of all, why are you being drug tested?
I am being drug tested off of my divorce from my wife. It's all a big misunderstanding with that issue.
Dealing with your visitation rights?
Yes.
So this has been handled in family court. Is that right, Ms. Lumpkin?
Yes.
He's been ordered by family court to get drug tested?
This is correct.
And do you do that for other family court cases?
Yes.
All right.
Standard procedure.
So you go to this company and you've had 11.
I'm sorry, sir, but this is not personal.
You've had
we have
11
hundreds of thousands.
and 6 have been positive?
Yes, sir.
Okay, 6 have been positive.
The bias that's going on is the fact that I met her at a bar.
Okay.
I met her at a bar. I really wasn't interested in her. She's really kind of wrapped up in herself, I really wasn't too interested.
All right, we'll get to the point. What happened?
And what I'm getting to is that she knew that I was about to have a drug test, and it lucked up and came to her company.
Did I know you were going to have 10 more?
Yeah.
Did I know you were going to have 10 more?
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did.
I don't understand. What are you saying to bots? Why would she make you testify positive just because you met her in a bar? What does all that have to do with it?
I did not want to see her.
I'm hard up to get a date,
I did not
sir.
want
I'm a
to see her.
successful woman. I've been in my career for 8 years.
So you
Does it
say
really
she
look like
purposely
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
your drug
That's what I'm
results
saying.
because you met her in a
That's
bar
what I'm
and
saying.
you didn't want to see her?
Oh, wow.
That's what I'm saying, Your Honor, and I have...
That is the biggest...
I have proof,
You know what, Your
I've
Honor?
ever heard. I have
You know
proof,
what?
Your Honor.
What?
You know what?
I have
I'm not
proof,
even
Your
gonna.
Honor.
I'm not even gonna address that because it doesn't even deserve
I have proof, Your
justification.
Honor.
I'm not even
What
gonna address
proof?
it.
I have proof.
Okay,
What
tell me the
proof? What
proof.
did
You
you
better
come up
lay it
with?
out because your story ain't matching.
The first time I had a drug test, I came up negative. I came up negative on the
But
drug
he had
test.
very low creatinine levels.
And what does that mean? Okay.
That means you tried to do something to cover up the
That
test,
doesn't mean
sir.
I tried
That
to
means
do something.
you excessively drank water. We all know you
I'm a
have access to...
bodybuilder. I'm a bodybuilder. Yes,
We
I
all know
do.
Well,
you
you
have
got
access to the...
6.
Oh, my God.
You got 6 positives.
You can't be a bodybuilder
How
on
do you explain the
cocaine
6
and marijuana.
positives?
You cannot be a bodybuilder on cocaine and marijuana, sir.
The first time that I came in negative, me and her we were still cool. We were still talking.
You were dating?
I've only had
were still
conversation
dating
with
a
him
little
when he
bit.
calls my job and harasses me. That's it.
Okay, what proof?
so me-
Ma'am,
never-
you brought some, your folder here. What you got in there?
Yes. I have his records.
Okay,
I have
give
his
him
records.
Big Sugar Ray. What else do you have?
That's it, just his
Okay, did you two ever date or have any relationship?
No, sir.
Okay, and what are you saying? He calls your work harassing you?
He calls my job.
Okay, here's where you're positive.
Accusing me of personally have a vendetta against him.
Call your job.
You called the company?
So it's
yes,
another positive.
I never talked to you.
He specifically asks for me, and we have had conversations.
Sir, you tested positive for marijuana, cocaine, methamphetamine.
On a number
Another
of
time
occasions,
marijuana, cocaine, methamphetamine. Another time methamphetamine positive. Another time methamphetamine positive. Another
and
time
all of those were mistakes.
Positive.
All of those were mistakes.
All of them were mistakes.
On. And
all of those were mistakes.
And another
fraudulently done by her.
Okay, the document you handed me, what is that?
Your Honor, that document shows proof that Ms. Lumpkin is fraudulently...
Okay, how?
How? Okay, the day that I went to Ms. Lumpkin's establishment to take a test, I also went to another establiment the exact same day.
Sir, he just said at the very end of our testing. We'd already had 10 previous tests.
Same day. I'm speaking.
So you went to the exact... Okay, go ahead. You went the exact same day.
The exact same day.
And this is the negative thing
that
you're...
Ask him about the 10 times before that.
I came up positive with her, but I came up negative from another company.
Ma'am, I mean, I do have the same dates where he came to yours. You said he was positive.
Well, sir, you know what? This would be credible if he had gone every single time out of the 11 tests that he took. And you know what? The urinalysis, we don't even have to use it. We did a hair follicle test on him.
Well, they've got down, he went in one place that was negative, and the same day you've got him positive.
I'd like to add, there is no known over-the-counter medication that can cause a false positive. And in the case that there is, if there's something that we missed or there's something new that's come up, he didn't add it on his application.
The plaintiff is suing the defendant's company, claiming the drug tests they performed on him were inaccurate. The defendant claims that her company's drug testing system provides accurate results.
All right, Mr. Hornby, you're striking out here. What other evidence you got?
The other evidence that I have is I have another letter.
I don't even need mine.
Okay, tell me.
I have another letter from my wife, from my ex-wife, stating that, you know, it just explains a little bit more about the drug test.
Okay, any other evidence you got?
And, you know, Your Honor, there really isn't any more physical evidence, but I do want to talk to you about, you know, I'm a school teacher. And I have a 9-year-old daughter. And
ethically, it's incorrect for you to be a father of a child and a school teacher teaching kids.
All right.
And I don't do drugs.
Okay.
That's the thing. I don't do drugs.
Everyone that does drugs say that they don't.
This letter was written by Janine Hornby. Who's that?
That was my ex-wife.
Your ex-wife. She's telling the judge to disregard the negative results of, because she says it's an attempt to hide the fact that you're still using. So what happened? When the time you got negative results and it went to the family court, she wrote a letter to the judge saying disregard the results? Okay. What else you got?
You know, mainly that was it. You know,
anything else you got, ma'am, that you want to show me?
Yes, sir. I just also like to add that in his excessive phone calls to me in my office, he also said that he was on over-the-counter medications. I'd like to add there is no known over-the-counter medication that can cause a false positive. And in the case that there is, if there's something that we missed or there's something new that's come up, he didn't add it on his application. We asked.
I forgot. I didn't know what type of
over-the-counter medications
what else do you have?
all prescriptions.
Do you have any other evidence?
I simply have a phone list, a company phone list for you if there's anything you need from me.
Okay, nothing else there? Okay. Well, we've taken your, before you came to court, we took your urine sample so we could do our own drug test.
That's
and great. I'll come back in a second with those results and my decision. I'll be back in a second. Thank you.
Ma'am, do you administer the drug test yourself? And if she doesn't administer it, how is she altering your drug test?
Well, no, ma'am, I don't administer tests. I haven't administered tests in about 7 years upon me starting with the company. As a facility director, I oversee the drug testers, so I don't directly touch any of the tests.
All rise!
All right, sir. I've got the results of your drug test that we took on you earlier today, and I've got the results now. The results of your drug test that we took on you is negative. So you do not...
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Your Honor. Yes, sir, Your Honor.
You do not have drugs in your system here today.
Did you test his creatinine levels?
What difference does that make, lady?
Ma'am, one thing I need to ask you a couple questions. The 5 times that he tested negative.
Each time his creatinine level was
please let me
very low.
answer the questions and just direct your answers to me.
Okay.
The 5 times he tested negative, you had 5 different people down as the person that took the test and did the test. So the 5 different operators, the times he did negative.
That's strictly random.
The 6 times he did positive, I've got every time a Sue Hampton took the test. On the 6 times he took positive. Do you have Sue Hampton's phone number?
Oh.
Who is she? Tell me who she is.
She's an employee, sir.
She's an employee. How long has she been with you?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
I'm not sure. She's been with the company.
And you
quite
got
some
your
time.
directory there?
Yes, I do.
Okay, give me her phone number, please.
Sue's number is 253.
Okay, that's not the same as your thing. Is that her home number? Is that the number you gave me?
Right.
Okay.
And might I add, they're chosen. The people that do the testing are chosen by random.
Okay.
Strictly
Well, let me
random.
call Sue
But I'm
Hampton
pretty
to
sure
find
the
out.
director can choose who
Okay,
is random.
Not exactly
Okay,
sure
sir,
who Sue
let me
is.
watch
The
that.
director. You're the director. You're over everything.
Hello?
Hello, yes, this is Judge Extreme Akim. How are you today?
I'm fine.
Your Honor, that's my ex-wife.
Your ex-wife?
That's my ex-wife. That is my
Ma'am, is
ex-wife.
this Janine Ornby?
That is my ex-wife. That is my ex-wife. This lady is fraudulent.
Let me call that number again. Hold on one second. Let me dial the number again.
Hi, this is Sue. Please leave me a message.
Well, that's obviously I got the answer machine, but that's a different voice than the first voice I heard.
Oh, that's the difference.
It's obvious that your wife and this Sue Hampton know each other.
Yes.
I mean, because your wife is at Sue Hampton's house.
At Sue Hampton's house, Your Honor.
So obviously there's some type of relationship with your ex-wife and Sue Hampton, and it is extremely strange that on the 5 times he tested negative, they're different testers. But the 6 times he tested positive, it's Sue Hampton. Sue Hampton is at the same house with his ex-wife. Sir, I think
that was
the
his
results,
ex-wife.
you were right. I owe you an apology.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Your Honor. Yes, sir, Your Honor.
No, sir.
They're trying to keep me
I'm
away
sorry.
from my daughter. I love my daughter.
I'm glad I was able to find out that Sue Hampton was on all of those. Ma'am, I don't think you're very professional to be executive director, so I'm going to have a little talk with your boss, too. All right. That's next. Bring in the next case.
Thank you so much, Your Honor. Thank you so much, Your Honor.
What's a popper?
Well, I can show you real quick. It's a street dancer, and I just go out and I perform, I dance a little bit.
The plaintiff, a mime, is suing for medical bills. The defendant claims the plaintiff attacked him.
All right, Jerry Pierce, you're suing Mike Jack for $374.57 for medical bills after you were assaulted by Mike Jack. Mike, you claim that Jerry stole money from you and you are countersuing for $350 and lost tips, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Mr. Pierce, tell me about your case. Oh, are you deaf or you're what? You're praying? Ma'am, can you help me out here?
Yes, sir. I've been appointed to be his interpreter.
Oh, is he deaf or
No, sir. He's a mime.
He's a what?
He's a mime.
So he can physically talk.
He took a vow of silence, sir.
What do you mean he took a vow of silence?
He took a vow of silence.
How long ago did he take a vow of silence?
4 years.
All right, so you're a mime. So are you going to be talking for him?
Yes,
Okay,
sir,
well,
I
why don't
will.
you get in there with him then?
Yes, sir.
All right, so I'm not getting anything out of him. Sir, you tell me what's going on.
Well, I'm a popper, I dance, and
You're a what?
I'm a popper.
What's a popper?
Well, I can show you real quick. It's a street dancer, and I just go out and I perform, I dance a little bit.
Okay, so
And,
you're a street performer? Is he a street performer?
Street dancer. I guess he does what he does, but he has no affiliation with me, though.
And where do y'all do this at? On the street somewhere?
Yes, this is on the street. And
What did he? Don't point at me. And next time, bring some shoes when you come to court. Look at those sandals. Shoes. Tell me about the situation.
well, I dance in the streets and I make money that way. The crowd gives me tips and things, and I usually get about $250 each day.
Well, what do you count as suing him for?
He's been stealing. He's been stealing my money.
How does he steal?
Well, I got a tip off.
You could talk, I'd ask you some questions. Don't you want to break that silence? Why don't you break the silence and talk and say your case?
He kicked my butt.
He
called me dirty names. And he knocked me down. It made me sad.
Did you knock him down?
Yeah, I tackled him.
You admit in court you tackled him? I mean, who does that?
Yeah, but the damages was not that severe.
He's got a medical bill of $374.57. Why did you tackle him?
Because he's been stealing my money for the past days, and I found out that he's been stealing my money from a little tip-off that he's been going around doing a little miming thing like he's...
Okay, let me get this straight. You're dancing out on the street. What is this, like a tourist area or something? Y'all dance on the street?
Yeah, like a little sidewalk part where people come, walk around, they see me performing.
Okay, so people come by, and what do you have, like a little jar for tips?
Yes, I have a hat. And,
okay, you have a hat.
Uh-huh.
And so you were getting tips, and what did he do?
He acted as if he worked for me, so they would give him the money to put in the hat for me, but he's been stealing it that way.
And when he took the money, what did you do? Why didn't you just stop him?
I didn't notice till about 4 days later because my money hasn't been...
You didn't notice till 4 days later. That's a bunch of bunk. You know good and well you go home at night and count your money. What'd you do, leave the hat out there with money all day?
I count the money, but still.
You know what's bad about this case? The mime, who's not even talking, is winning the case, and you're doing all the talking.
Okay.
Maybe you should keep your mouth shut like he is, and you might win your case.
I know what I'm talking about, but...
What proof you got he took the money? Did you bring in witnesses? Did you bring anything here? Huh?
No, I didn't.
Well, he's got medical evidence. You don't have anything? And you admitted you assaulted him. All right, well, I'm ready to render my surgery. I've never thought someone could come in this court and win their case without opening their mouth, but that's what's happened here. All right, first of all, you've admitted you assaulted him. You're gonna have to pay his medical bill of $374.57. You know, there's no proof that he took the tips. Do you have the money here today?
Nope.
You don't have the money here? Mm-mm. All right, well, how about the ATM machine? Can you go to the ATM machine? Can you get the $374 out of the ATM machine? Okay, go on over there. Big Sugar Ray, take him over to the ATM machine. You gotta pay $374. All right, how much you got there, sir?
4.
400. Okay, keep 20 for yourself and give him 380. Oh, you got 4? But no, go on and give him 400. You brought him to court. You kept $400. Go on and give him the whole 400.
Give him a little gas money. Here, give him the 400.
You.
Come on.
You win. All right.
He's happy.
All right, that's justice. Thank you.
He said bad things about me, but he had no proof. So I won.
That's the way it goes. I lost, the mime won. He won. I had no evidence, So that's the way it goes in court. No evidence, you don't win.
In today's second case, the mime won without even saying a word. So be careful before you open your mouth in court or in a deposition or to a police officer or to anyone else, because sometimes opening your mouth gets you in more trouble than keeping it quiet. So if you get in trouble, don't get revenge, come to my court.